Previously on Alan Wake.
She fell down a rabbit hole for some reason.
Thank you for coming here with me.
And now we are tumbling towards the Red Queen, and I have no idea how to finish this goddamn story. I think that she just wakes up or something.
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Now, mind you, playing all these episodes in a row, I mean, I can understand that maybe people would just take a break after they complete an episode, but just going from one to the next, it's kind of silly. Because then you have to see the previously on Alan Wake.
So we are back in normal world, yes?
Back in normal land, this is their New York City apartment 3 years ago.
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on.
Oh, we're in a flashback.
Okay, wife.
Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
But Alice, you had a coffee thermos right next to you.
This is your office, Alan. This is not the kitchen.
This is... Apparently, Alan Wake has a classic typewriter.
13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood...
That sounds like a script directly, like a page directly out of a darker Stephen King book. Maybe even a H.P. Lovecraft book.
With the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Honey, where's the dog?
Return to Cinder. Why, I can't forget Alex Casey. Is Alex Casey a play on Alex Jones? Or Alex Cross, rather?
Is he a thriller character?
Alex Cross is a thriller character.
Oh, totally possible. I mean, as we've mentioned both in this game and in American Nightmare, Alan Wake makes a lot of references to real, folklore. I bet there's nothing but blackness around those buildings. Because I can't see them.
Hold it. It's a super blizzard outside, but his porch is mostly shoveled. This is bullshit.
Oh my god, you're right.
Coffee's on.
Honey, there's no accumulation outside. I'm scared. I mean, seriously, the goddamn snow is just clipping through the ground.
Our phone only has 8 buttons on
I
it.
just finished those cover models. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan? Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Everything will be okay, wife.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just...
Romantic scene.
You know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got
Clearly,
scared of the
Alan
dark,
Wake is
I'd
from
just
New
flip the
England.
switch and the magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Aw, they're trying to suck each other's
Aw.
faces off.
They're not doing it fast enough. They must progress the demons inside. And then he can eat her alive.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
My head hurts.
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms...
Because I'm totally the hero in this story, don't you
I'll
know?
let you get on with it then. Sarah,
The hero has scars.
she's very good. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
That's right.
Are we
Walk
sure
around the long table.
this doesn't take place in Minnesota? I know it takes place in Maine, but these people are rather friendly, and we're just lying to them left and right.
Hey man, people in Maine can be damn friendly.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What evidence would you
that-
like to call into question?
I have been there many, many times.
All right then.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now,
Where
can you tell me what
is
happened?
she gone?
Sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take
Alan,
this.
you take that right now. I will hold you in contempt of investigation.
Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly
Hi, Barry.
if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. We can get there through the silk.
More
Coffee,
thermos.
coffee.
You won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head.
Ah, this
The man
fresh
on the phone
air
said,
sounds
"Go
so
to the
much
fence
better
on
than
the
in
left."
being in need of light and air.
Well, folks,
Yes, the junker.
It's over there. Be sure to hold the button so you don't have to do a double take. Platforming. You did it.
Someone was using that pallet, dude.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week. You and Alan.
No, Barry. You were just impersonating a kidnapper.
Here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen
I
to me.
recognized
I'm
your
at the
voice,
sheriff's
Barry.
station. Come and get me. I can't talk.
Now you're preventing me from jumping over this
I had
thing.
to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
The plot thickens. How did this get here?
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities.
Would it? Because, you know, dogs are somewhat intelligent, as are chimpanzees.
One spot in the diner that was dark enough,
I mean, would you call your dog Dark Presence?
but it took the pain.
Probably not. Although Darth Presence, maybe.
Coming to the one place where it still had
Darth Presence. Come here, Darth. Come here, boy. Come here, Darth. Who's a good Sith?
A writer is a light that reveals the world.
Who's a good little Sith? Yes, you are. You're a great Sith.
The way a sculptor carves carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it.
And of course, the only other witness to this TV randomly going on is asleep right now.
But I
Yep.
can't think about that. Or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
So that's a reference to what happens later, right?
No, it's just reinforcing that there was a period when Alan went crazy, probably during the week that he can't remember, and he was just sitting in a chair talking to himself.
Marvelous. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent...
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Alan, you're trying to be incognito right now, remember?
Yeah, that is true.
Nobody move. Get your hands off of my client.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still...
This is going to turn into Until Dawn, isn't it?
Get me out of here.
Until Dawn?
Yeah.
What was the premise of that?
Okay, no, it won't then. Never mind.
Okay.
A replay of that
That guy, Dr. Hartman will appear later in the story for the
Yes,
record.
he does.
Yeah. Just as long as we're clear. There's a
to
continuity.
I told Barry
It's like a
everything.
story.
He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard
It's full
about
of
the
characters and they do
manuscript I had,
stuff.
The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact,
So it's
the
evil?
absolute opposite of good.
It's ungood.
Mr. Wake!
Barry, you
Why
know
is she
you-
wearing her uniform when she's not at work?
Are we sure that she's not at work?
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony,
That's
looking at me.
that's the
Yeah,
lady who
she's
was
on
running
the
the cashier
clock.
at the diner.
Great to see you again, Mr. Wake.
But
Later.
I guess she has a couple different shifts. And in the next part, Barry is going to steal even more perverted glances at women.